Yuma. No, not Yuma. Yuma didn't exist yet. Yuma doesn't exist yet. Keyword yet. Here we go. This is the penultimate chapter. We're going to be dealing with, you know who. Who's left? Well, don't worry. If you forgot, then you'll find out very shortly. 76. Alright, so we gotta work formation now. So Raymond and Marissa are forced. Yep. So let's see. Yuka. We have Yuka. We have Yuka for 2 chapters. Do we bring her? The beauty of nature. Flower and bug. Scary smiles. Good weather wishes. That's good. Fox window. Never retreat. Where's you carry? Great yokai. Perpetually smiling. Sakura burial mound. Ghostly night blossom. I'm thinking, you know, Yuka's obviously a fucking overtuned unit because you're getting there this late in the game. But look how much like unit space they're giving me for this chapter, right? Like everybody I usually bring is already on the roster. Well, actually, let me just okay, alright. Just let me do a little bit of give you back. Here, Yuka. You can go. you can go. You can go, Rumia. Cause Rumia can take you anywhere she wants, all around the world. You couldn't ask for a better backpack. Who else? I can give Sho back to Hijiri. I can bring Nemur. Parse. I got five slots left. If I can bring Mima. Oh, I can pair up with these two. I probably should. Yeah. Danmaku flowers. Light and heat cannons. Big ass robot. Hashihime Shrine, okay. And die. There you go. There we go. Now that's a team. Now that's a team. Yuka's 483. Someone here. Big power, P defeat. She's backpack. Diligence, guard, blocking. Doesn't have support defense. Not really a backpack unit, just so you know. Fuck it. You can stay there. You do have P defeat. Covers 10 for every 5 allies defeated by allies. Yeah, let's put on Tears of the Battlefield. Tears of the Battlefield. Alright. Shotgunning up. Excellent. And Alice can have, I guess, a higher level predict. Sure. Why not? Parsi. Fine. It doesn't matter, you. You already have guard. Yeah, you're good. Good. I'm not thinking too hard about this, as you can see. Belief. I'm 10 short for that. Shit. Okay. Shotgunning 10 short for that as well. Alrighty. Alrighty, seems good to me. EX upgrade, don't worry about it. Equipment, I should give Mima. Curious fellow, obtained all items. What? Are you sure about that? I don't have that item. Set all units weapon terrain ranks to S. So Mima's with Marissa. Story has that. Taking that from Merlin. Okay. Yuka. Sure. Why not? Give her her flowers. Normal shooter. That's everybody else, right? Pretty much. Okay. Alrighty. Wait a second. Okay, never mind. Alright. Let's do it. Lady Makura, what was that shaking? If the shockwave reached this far, it was probably Yuka Kazumi. Do you think she fought the humans? I certainly can't imagine anything else. However, I can still sense their spiritual energy. No doubt they even beat Yuka Kazumi. What do we do? Does that mean they're almost here? No need to worry, Miko. I'm here with you. Yes, Lady Makura. This reminds me of when we were wandering together. It was only because you were there that we arrived in this land and I was able to dream again. And without you, I'd probably be gone by now. I've exposed you to so much danger so many times. You must think terribly of me by now. No way. That's all someone like me is good for. I'll do anything as long as I can fulfill your dream. Miko. Eventually the day will come when I can help you live in peace once we achieved our dream. But until then, could you please lend me your strength just a little longer? Of course. Still, to think they thwart all of our designs and come this far. Been gathering dream energy in preparation for the final battle just to be completely sure, but it's still possible I won't be ready in time. Then I'll go, Miko. As long as you have all that power, you'll win no matter what, right? Then please keep gathering it while I fight them. You want to buy me time, but it's too dangerous to go alone. I'm the only one left who can fight them. You can help me by my side instead. Don't worry, I also have that power you share with me. Even I can slow him down if I give it my all. Very well then, I'll leave the task to you. But you need to retreat as soon as you find yourself at a disadvantage. There are dangers associated with using another's power. Please don't risk your life just to buy a little more time. Yes, Lady Makura. After saying all that, I have to slow him down at least a little. Now, with this power I'm born, maybe I could be even more useful. In that case, Going through the dreamscape. I like the portals are still kind of on the map. I saw Candyland up there. You can see the Nightmare Core there. Now we're here. Hey, Alice. I don't see my cup. Why would I get you a cup? Ask Ellie or could it me? My time has come! Yuka, I'll be your bowl. Here you go, Yuka. You can have mine. Thank you, Medi. This old bowl looks like it'd be better off shattered. Oh no, stop! Ellie's about to get chopped up! She's finally traveling with us, but they're acting the same as always. Yeah, even though this is the final stage of the investigation. Not that we know where we're going yet. Well, all that's left is to find the mastermind. Nice and simple, really. For now, let's just keep heading down. Down. Space is warped here, so the idea of down is a little ambiguous right now. What are you talking about? Down is down. We can trust Rainbow's intuition when it comes to incidents. The specific direction you want to go, right? Yeah, I can point the way. Alright, Marasa, please steer us in the direction Reimu's pointing. If you see anything, I'll work with the others to reconnoiter? Aye, aye. They really are incident resolution specialists, aren't they? They got this down to an art. Yeah, Reimu's a fucking cheater. In which case, I may as well just sit back and sip tea. What are you talking about? You're the only one who's met the mastermind. And while we have this chance, you're going to tell us everything you know. I'm afraid that everything may not be as much as you're hoping. You could probably find Makura faster on your own. So you don't know where she is either. I haven't seen her for a while, so yes. Even so, any information you could provide might be useful for the final battle. Could you share anything you know about Makura or Miko? Well, if that's what you're looking for. When and how did you first meet Makura anyway? Let's see. We first met when the Field of the Sun was changing color in autumn. I think it was a little before Remilia's mist incident. What? That long ago? It was really more like we bumped into each other. The two of them were so dirty, it was like they just escaped from something. I see. But if they'd done anything to stand out, then Ron should have noticed. I was preoccupied with Yokai Mountain at the time, so I may not have been as vigilant as I could have been. Meaning they arrived at about the same time we did. They're newcomers too. Yes, I hear that's why Miko was mimicking a Kadama to go scope out Gensokyo. They never expected her to be found by Marissa and turn into a pet though. But it was a good opportunity to get close to a human, so they went along with it. Apparently. Maybe this was because she was fascinated by what you'd done, but she said something interesting after the incident was over. She just arrived from outside, but she told me they wanted to support Gensokyo. That piqued my interest, so I did them a few favors. Like what? You must have passed through Mugenkan on the way here. I lent that to them. Without telling us! Now that you mention it, I feel like we didn't spend much time with you that year. As the place in Gensokyo closest to Dreams, it might have been comfortable for her. Probably. And after that, she helped your incident investigations while at the same time slowly storing up strength. Whenever I paid a visit, it seemed like she'd never left her bed, whether sleeping or awake. Sounds like you know her even better than we expected. She seemed well behaved, so I let her be. I mean, when we first met her, she seemed trustworthy enough to me too. Gave good advice. She must have been learning about the incidents by peeking into people's dreams. But then she seemed to slowly change. Until finally they were trying to tear out Yatagarasu by force. Did you ever speak with them after that? I did. They seemed pretty beat up about it, but they weren't going to change their minds. They have no doubt whatever they're doing is what's best for Gensokyo. I can't understand them at all. Do they think any means are acceptable if it's for a good cause? Not that their cause makes any more sense. After that, my patience with them ran out. The rest I know nothing about. You probably know more about what they did next than I do. Yeah, we fought Miko a few times after she revealed her identity. Frankly, even after talking to her, I still don't know what they're thinking. I mean, she's not the brightest bulb. Either way, we know she's desperate and that she doesn't doubt her master in the slightest. But that's why she'll do anything she's ordered to. But we used to get along so well. I was really shocked when she betrayed us. I don't know what she was thinking at the time, but we know now that she's only ever served one master from the very beginning. If we fight her up ahead, she'll do everything she can to defeat us. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are, we gotta stop her. If we leave them alone, then we'll just be more victims like Ogu. Yeah, next time we meet, we're paying her back double for that. Oku? What's wrong? Shouldn't he be more fired up about this than anyone else? No, it's like, I've never really thought about taking revenge. And when you put it like that, is that really okay? Why, don't tell me you want to forgive and forget. Just how goody two-shoes can you get? You're the one who suffered the most from this. When you talk like that, you make me sound like a petty, narrow-minded woman. Why isn't anyone trying to tell me I'm not? I think it's a good thing that your heart is still so pure after all that, Oku. The fact remains that she hurt you. You're allowed to say something the next time you meet. Say something, huh? Okay, I understand, Miss Satori. Alright, I think we said all we can about them for now. Indeed, all that's left is to hear the rest straight from Makura herself. If there's nothing else to do, I guess we got free time until we deploy. We're approaching the final battle. How carefree can you get? They say that the wise knows when to fight and when to rest. Maybe being this relaxed is the ultimate form of that. Why don't we all spend this time however we want? Alright, then the meeting is adjourned. We'll contact you if anything happens. Lounge. This smells nice. Having my coffee down here once in a while isn't too bad. I'll never get used to the way you and Marissa make a mess at the table like that. Even though we're all on the ship together, Cordon's always holed up on the bridge, so we don't get this chance too often. We have plenty of food, so if you want more, just ask. Shanghai. I don't mind you having tea, but are you going to be okay like that, Marissa? What do you mean? With your tools all over the place like that, will you be in trouble? There's a surprise attack. It's nothing to worry about. If it comes down to it, I'll just stuff them in my hat. You can fit all that in your hat? Come to think of it, you're spending your precious free time sorting out your equipment. That's so you, Marissa. A certain Maiden I know just leaves things out when she can't be bothered to clean them up. Maybe you and Reimu do, but normal people tend to go in at least a little prepared. It doesn't look like Marissa's simply preparing for battle either. Not really. I'm reviewing everything I've done so far. Reviewing? With an old book and a glass vial and this other junk? Do those help? Sure, it may look like trash to you, but to me it's all treasure. Normally I'd leave this all at home, but this battle is special. You want to fight with all your history at your side. That's just the sort of thing I'd expect from you, Marissa. Indeed, you really are a hard worker. Are these books the sequel to that grimoire of yours? Wow, no touching! Those are my secret Danmaku research notes. You have secret notebooks. There sure are a lot of them. Is that where you write down new special moves? Nah, that's not it. They're more like Danmaku goals. Spell cards I think are worth living up to. No, surpassing. Ah, I see. Your goals. You're not included, by the way, Yuka. How touching. You really think an ordinary magician like yourself can live up to these? Don't make fun of it. That's her way of life. Don't you want to see how far Marissa's magic will take her? Yes, yes, we all know you're quite fond of your pupil. But if that's how confident you are in her, then I suppose I'm looking forward to seeing our next battles. By all means, show us the path your Danmaku's taken. I was gonna anyway. Ah, here it is. My hidden Daifukumochi is still there. I'll probably be resting after this, so I need to finish this while I can. She can't get her own tea cakes. My word. Oh, it's you. The Shrine Maiden of Earth. I thought you were on the bridge guiding the ship. Yeah, and now I'm taking a break. It's right before the final battle, so don't you think I deserve one? Well, I suppose. So even you need time to focus your mind. Not really. But anyway, you needed something in the cupboard, right? Go ahead. Right. What, you have something to say to me? I do, actually, and this might be my last chance to find you alone before the final battle. I'd like to give you a warning about that power of yours. Wait, which power are we talking about here? The power to free yourself from all interference. That violent power that detaches you from reality. Back in the Sea of Stars, your friend stopped you, but you must have been aware of its dangers. But even so, you bound it in the chains of a name and still use it, even today. And I'm sure you're prepared to release it from those chains in an emergency. You're right. I know that if I misuse it, I'll end up all alone. But I'm not worried. Why not? That technique, fantasy nature, wasn't named by me, but by someone else. Thanks to that, I know that I'll never be isolated. That I'll be fine as I am. And no matter what, there's a line I'll never cross. So you can keep being you. I see. So they aren't chains to bind your power, but a barrier you've created. It's an interesting way of thinking. That just by having a name, a thing has a place in the world. I think that's just what a spell card is. A Danmaku barrier we all construct piece by piece. That's how even your divine invocations can be the same as a fairy's Danmaku. Weak or strong, they're all just as important. Not that I came up with any of this. That's just what my friend told me. But anyway, you don't need to worry. I won't do anything crazy in the final battle. Yes, while everything about you is ambiguous, there's certainly a barrier in place. Looks like my fear was groundless. But don't just take my word for it. See for yourself in the battle to come. I'll be counting on your strength, Reimu. And I'll be counting on yours, Yorihime. Hold on. I gotta bring Ogu. I gotta bring Ogu, cause Ogu's got some choice words. Where is she? Alright. Minus 3.5. No, Yomu. This cannot be. Good. I need a 2.0 unit removed. It was just that easy. It was just that easy. Alright. We've entered a peculiar place. Looks like an ocean of avarice. The dream energy here is much stronger than everywhere else we've been. The dreams must be gathered nearby. Meaning Makota's probably close. Ooh, bingo! I thought that would be harder to find. I'm surprised you managed it. Well, I'm just that good. We all helped, Scout, so don't take all the credit, Reimu. Let's hurry up and continue the investigation. Makura Muratari should be just ahead. Oh, no, you don't! There you are, Miko. I can't believe you came all the way here. You really don't know when I quit. But you're not getting any further. Thank you for coming up to greet us, but you won't be in our way for long. You're the one who doesn't know when to quit. How many times have we beaten you again? You intend to block our path, and we'll cut one right through you. People like you could never. Never what? Defeat you? If so, I'm looking forward to this. Yuka Kazumi. It's been a while, hasn't it? Is Makura doing well? It seems you left Mugenkan. You could have said something if you were moving. Don't play dumb. You always said you weren't taking sides, but now you're with the humans. Unfortunately for you, I do what I want. But more importantly, she must be feeling quite cornered if she sent you out alone. We know you're trying to gather the power of all the dreams in the dreamscape. I bet you're just here to stall for time. Guess the jig's up, but it doesn't matter. If I beat you here, then we win. Now you said it, this time we're settling things. Fate brought us together numerous times, but that all ends today. This is where you'll pay for all your crimes. I can't lose either, you know. I have to stop you no matter what. For Lady Makura. No, for my dream. The dream the sheep see. Capture all Miko's spell cards. Reimu Marissa or the ship goes boom. Sky. Dreamscape. Holy fuck. Wool Guard, HP Regen, Special Res, Ignore Size, Prevail Plus, Level 7, Be All, Predict, Break Power Limit, Crook! Okay. See, it's funny because when it jumps between you two, it's like, oh, there's not that much room in this map, right? That's quite a pathway. Alright, boys. It's time to walk. Oh, man. Dreamscape. We actually can't go that far. All we can do is move in a line. Well, we can have Remy take lead on that for a little bit. Here comes Lily. No, Yomo. Alright. Push, advance. Not a lot of spacing out going on in this map, as you can see. But it's fine. So here comes the front runner. I'm going to kill you. Now be nice and let me beat you up. Teamwork, how amusing. You're on babysitting duty. You're alive? That's impossible. I ran the calcs. No rally. Black sheep don't really give me any power, but I gotta put Danmaku down. See, you're quitting the game. Perfect timing, I should say. A moderate amount of practice requires a suitable amount of rest. Know this rule and your willpower will drop. Till next time, arrivederci. Fire the infinite beam cannon forward. Giga Flare. I don't use map attacks. Maybe it's just because I don't like them. They're not as fun. They're not as cool. After I'm done, go ahead. Alright. Nice. 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 Oh, they're gonna create walls, huh? You're not gonna run into me? Not gonna fly? Gonna kill me in one hit? Alright, this guy's gotta die. Let me see. Can you knuckle? What's the problem with knuckle here? 2 to 4. But you can't reach that guy. Oh, but Oku can. Oku! Fusion Buster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Impossible! Both of these two can explode. It's kind of funny, actually. The only 2 units in the game that can explode. Bakuhatsu! Alright. Pew! Red sheep. That was a 15. 15%, Sanai. 15%. You can't hit him either, can you? Who the fuck can hit this guy? Alice. I got it. I got it, I got it. We fire. It ain't gonna give much, but it'll give enough for her to throw her doll, and that's all that matters. Oh, 110 actually, that's perfect. Alright. Throw. Die. If you crit, we win, Alice. So, do me a favor. Oh, she's so talented. She's so fucking talented. Alright, there you go. Roadblock down. Ogu's coming. Here she comes. 68%. All right. Okay. That took him down to 69. That did so much fucking damage, and then Ogu didn't. But that's okay, because now Ogu is gassed up. Put it in the tank, boys. In the tank. Eat that thing. Eat him. Consume him. Can we get this over with? You got it. Just so you know, I shoot to kill. Oh, I'm good. Shoot harder then. Oh. Alright, everybody. Get walking. Get walking. I can't reach her. The one shortcoming I have. The one shortcoming I have with Flaundre and Mailing is just the fact that they don't get to move very fast, but Mailing enables Flaundre to do a lot of damage without risk of exploding herself. Now I could kill that guy, but I can also just move Rumia here and see what happens. You're gonna assault me? Go ahead. What are you gonna do, little white boy? You missed. So Sanai got hit by a 15% and Moko dodged a 70. Where's the logic? Where's the justice? It doesn't make any sense! Oh, and he dodged an 85! Oh, classic, classic, classic. Why are you here? Are you stupid? Well, alright. Bam. Watch out! Wow, you're really working hard. Always knew you had it in you, Hiso Tensoku. I will remove all obstacles. Is that how it goes? Pew! Oh, he missed. He missed. Nuclear-powered robot! Yeah! You want to get crushed by a giant orb? I could, but I think I'd rather throw needles at you, because this fight is completely pointless. Was that supposed to be a joke? Hey, at least Reimu doesn't get hit all the time anymore. Reimu got the entirety of Scarlet Arc was Reimu not dodging things that were under 25% and being put into critical health on like the second turn of the map. That happened more often than I'd like. But now she just has 0% chance of being hit by anything that isn't a boss. And sometimes bosses can't even hit her anyway. Like she's a fucking cheater unit at this point. Gospel of the Demoness. Look at the gang. Look at this. We got Shinky hidden behind her wings is Remy, and then Ruma's there to take the hit. All-star lineup right here. The Goddess of Makai. The Queen of the Night. And then a homeless child. Good. Don't worry, you got this. Allow me to assist. It's funny, Shinky's like, her spirits are all really good, but then you look at her spirits in a combat situation, and you're like, oh, you can't do anything for yourself. I mean, you can attune yourself, sure, but her spirits are 100% supportive, which is fitting. It's very fitting, but I just find it funny because like she doesn't really, she doesn't hurt on damage output. So it's a 4.0 unit for a reason. But it's funny when you see this big ass boss unit you got and you look at her spirits and it's like, oh, they're all meant to make everybody else better. Again, she can cast Attune and Love on herself, sure. But she, like, for the most part, her spirits are designed with support in mind. Alrighty, you need to get out of my way. So... Can I hit you? Let me in! I can't. Dude, I hate when they don't have range to hit these things. Don't mind me. I'm scrounging. I'm scrounging for somebody to hit. I guess it's gonna be you. Somebody better kill this fucking thing. It's in my way. You thought a unit with a 4.0 cost wasn't gonna be like really good? Could you imagine? 4.0, you look at her, you're like, wow, this unit isn't good. Huh? Huh? What universe would, you know what? There is a universe where you do it. If you were a massive hater. If you were a massive fucking hater, that's a universe you'd do that. Rocket Knuckle is, yeah. Get his ass. Get his ass. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it hit. Right on. It's so tense, so cool. Yeah, that just auto-killed that thing. Think about it. How many kills did you start with? Not enough. Every unit seems to start with 40 kills. You got 81. Now, that might be because of other places, but also you could reasonably have 81. Do you have 200 kills yet? You do! You do have 200 kills! Oh, great! It's my little menace to society. Throw papers at this asshole. Kane, don't fucking miss. How many enemies exist in the game, do you think? I didn't kill? That's pathetic. Ow. That smarts. Send in the goon squad. Nima can't fucking move. Nobody can move. See, it looks like other units can't catch up, and it's because they can't, but also because Rumia is like holding herself back. Wait, where's Sanai? Sanai, move forward so I can sing you a song. Yeah, let me sing you a song. La-di-da. You can figure out how many enemies exist by just counting all the enemies per map, but you also need to remember that some enemies aren't killable and they retreat. So I've killed like every enemy in the game. So if you look at my if you look at all my map like enemy scores, then if you count all those up, you can figure out the answer. So you know, if you're not particularly busy for the next week, you just go ahead. Have fun with it. Attack? No. I'm going to eat you. Activate the iron wall. See, cost is kind of relative for some ranges. Like higher cost, you would assume it means the unit's good, and it does mean the unit's good. But there are some units that their cost is more related to their abilities. It's more related to their abilities than their stats. And Komachi is a prime example of that. Where Komachi is a very lackluster unit. But her unique ability to hit anything on the map from anywhere is pretty much what gives her that additional, like, it gives her that additional amount of cost. But the truth of the matter is that that ability of hers does not warrant. It doesn't warrant that at all because she's not very good. Oh, you can actually hit me. Well, color me surprised. Moko's 3.0, Kaguya's 3.5. Kaguya has a spirit that grants an additional action. Kaguya also has a bunch of... Like, what? What are you talking about? It's a pretty good reason for that. Kaguya got all kinds of bullshit. She just sits in the back and says, go team, and the entire team fucking goes. What does Moko do? Moko runs into things and tries to die, but has the highest level of dodging, innate dodging and defense increase over time. Sure, she can hit really hard, but she's not a team player. Kaguya, on the other hand, is too much of a team player to a point where it's frankly uncharacteristic of her. Here, you want this skill? Use this to cast 3,000 heal on everybody once, sure. Here, take this skill. What's the skill do? It enables another action from a player. You got all kinds of bullshit. Aiden, too. Aiden's crazy. Aiden got all kinds of bullshit. And she doesn't hurt on damage either. She just casually has the ability to be a complete and utter unit full restoration through supplying. Just walk up to a unit and be like, hey, doctor's here. And then there you go. Your unit is basically as if they were just deployed. That's nonsense. What is this nonsense? Nonsense City. Moko gained 0.5 in Mystic because she gained stronger moves. Or Eternal, sorry. In Mystic, she was a 2.5 unit. Sho was a 2.5 unit. Or she was 2.0, and then she became a 2.5 unit when she got her Pagoda, which is great. Rainbow and Marissa are neat because they went up to 3.0 when they got their equipment upgrades. But for some reason, when you change them back to their classic forms, they still are, they still keep that 3.0 cost. I don't know why that is. Call the gospel. Keep 3.0 because they don't have map attacks. You really think that one-time use map attack is worth a whole 0.5 of cost, though? You really think that's worth it? I would know, because I don't even know what the fuck that move looks like. But it sounds to me like another Komachi situation, where they're so scared of this that they're upping the cost. Look at Nitori. Nitori's got a full auto mode, increases her cost by 0.5. Does she need it? No. No, you really don't need to do that, because it's still not that good. They already had to buff her to make her better in this game. They might as well just made the cost not do anything. But Streamer, if they did that, then they, you know, there'd be no point in ever not using that. So, who cares? Divvy up their stats. Make one more defensive, make one more mobility focus. I don't know, dude, but like, upping her cost for what? A shitty water gun? Ah, that's great. Yeah. Not like it's hard enough to fucking get anything in this goddamn game on the team, especially in the game where you get her. You get that in Mystic. Mystic has the worst cost efficiency in the entire series, bro. They'd be like, here's a bunch of 2.5 units, and like they give you a bunch of 2.5 units, and they give you like 17 cost. You can bring like 10 people. You have to bring the 3 fairies. You cannot afford to bring anybody else. Like, come on, man. What is this shit? Alright, the gang is moving, so I don't really have to move anymore. Mystic straight up puts you in fucking drought mode. Like, legitimately drought mode for actually using units. It would be funny if it wasn't so annoying. Because, like, the Mystic gives you Letty, right? You get Letty on the first chapter of the PCB arc of Mystic. And it's like, whoa, Letty's joined in the crew, cool. And then you get to the fucking loadout screen, you have no room to put Letty on that team. No room. Nope. And she ain't being forced to come. So it's just like, you now have a unit, and unless you give up a unit that you've been using for the last, like, potentially 20 chapters, Letty's not coming. Nope. Like, when you re-get Yomu before the final chapters, she's a forced deployment. But Letty is effectively the only PCB character that joins you in PCB. Chen doesn't join you, Ron doesn't join you, Alice is already with you, the prison members don't join you, Yomu was already with you, and then she joins up against, you know, against Yuyiko, and then Yuyiko doesn't join you, and Yukari obviously doesn't join you. Man, this shit sucks. Why can't you guys hit this fucking thing? PCB arc is really weird like that. I wonder if the reason why they have lower cost in general for that is because you legitimately only recruit one unit. You get one fucking unit. But not really, because I believe you also, you get Sho and Nazarin. And I don't remember if Marissa gets anyone on her side from that route divergence. But Sho and Nazarin do join up, so you need a little bit of cost for them. And they're cool. Well, that's a personal opinion, mind you, but I think they're cool. Pretty sure Rumia got a buff in cost, probably because they gave her earlier access to her moves. I don't believe Midnight Bird was a move that Rumia could use until the 4th game. But I'm pretty sure she could use it very early. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Midnight Bird, this was originally only, it showed up in this game. But it shows up much, much earlier in Complete Box. She is the ultimate weapon. The ultimate life form. Who's getting that kill? Moko? Kick him. Kick him in the... somewhere. Yeah, because I know because Midnight Bird, the cut-in for Midnight Bird is the first, that's the first VOD. That's the first VOD for Dream, is the Midnight Bird cut-in. So Midnight Bird is a skill that Rumia gets right at the beginning of this game. Like this arc, but in Complete Box, she had that shit really early. I don't even remember when she had it, but I know she wasn't supposed to have it quite yet at that point. Fly, fly, my angels. You okay? Need a snack? Are you offering? No. Then why'd you ask? Well, just try to be nice. Oh, yoy, yoy. Alright, team. Oh, shit. Alright, that's fine. Go. Alright, I don't mind you skipping over. I don't mind you skipping over the last, but I'm gonna throw an orb at you. I couldn't tell you if any other characters got backported like that. There's some things that you kinda don't pick up on. To be honest, I don't really understand the length of Nitori's changes, aside from the fact that she gained the ability to heal people. I really don't know what was really changed for her, because, well, she didn't feel that different to me. She still felt like a unit who couldn't do anything better than anyone else on the team, and then as soon as I ran out of cost for her, like, she was the kind of the first one to have to sit on the bench because no more cost. The scan change? I don't remember what scan does in the original games. I actually don't remember. Alright, I got the pattern down. Good. Then fucking dodge it next time. You should leave. Scan let you see enemy stats. Oh, right! I forgot about that. Right, you could only look at an enemy's stat screen after you've engaged in combat with it. But scan cost 1 spirit, and it would let you look at the enemy's status page before engaging in combat. But it's pretty worthless, and it costs 1 SP, which actually can make a difference. Alright, so we may be in trouble. We may be in a little bit of trouble. Is that the only one that got changed? I don't like the change of names, personally. I don't like that it's called Bullseye in this game. I've always known it as Strike. Strike sounds cooler, personally. Also, calling it Prevail instead of Grit, that's just wrong. Don't call it that. Okay. Koichi, don't get in the way of a man's fight, alright? Don't get in the way of a man's battle. Isn't it Persist? Yes, it is Persist. I might have said Prevail. It's Persist, but it's called Grit. And I prefer it when it was called Grit. And it especially makes sense when a character like Ellie in this game says, check out my grit, because that's literally her thing, where she replenishes a grit on her every turn with 130 power. She doesn't say, check out my persist. No, that's dumb. Check out my grit. Now that's good. Scan reveal enemy health. I'm pretty sure enemy health was always question marked until it dropped below 5 digits. So that, I believe that's a change. I don't remember exactly, but I know that Fantasy, Super Robot Wars fucking love doing that. They love doing that. They give you question mark HP and they only show you the HP value. It's a bad sign. They only show you the HP value when you got it to 4 digits. So you just be hitting a health bar with no real answer until suddenly you'd see numbers and you'd be like, oh, the light at the end of the tunnel is near. I couldn't even tell you how much HP some shit has in those games, but you can be wailing on things for a long fucking time. A long fucking time. The reason why Scan cost 1 SP was because of that. Well, that's actually another thing in general. The entire rework of the spirit system in this game, I think, is a positive. There are some missions that are a little more difficult with the way the ramping up spirit system is. Okay, we actually have a bit of a problem. That's fine. The ramping up spirit system works better in general, but it is worse than the other system for chapters that are intended to be done with a very limited amount of turns spent. So there's that. But I never liked the old system because I always felt like the old system only really let you use spirits for like 2 things. Like you could use spirits. You could use spirits to dodge, you could use spirits to gain perfect accuracy, you could use spirits to increase your damage, but you only really got to do that once. So it made you never really want to use spirits, like support spirits on offensive units and vice versa, because you only had limited amount. Now, and granted, it did give a little more incentive to carry SP regen items, but the SP regen items that are common only heal 20 SP, which is basically an entire item slot dedicated to one single skill. Now in this game, you can burn all of your SP for one big attack and then have no more against the boss. That's fine, but the SP regeneration rate allows you to actually use supportive and offensive SP as you make your way towards the boss. So it's not just like you're sitting on a whole bar the whole time and only saving it for them. You want to fight? We can fight. Koichi, sit down. Alright? Sit down. I got this. So there's pros and cons to both systems, but I do think that generally this new spirit system that starts you at half your max SP, regens 10 every turn, is much better. And even though I said that the chapters that require you to kind of beat it, or expect you to beat it within a very limited amount of chapters, means you don't get to play with all your SP, it does, in a way, mimic it in a way mimics the same idea and principle of the previous style of it, where you basically do have a limited amount of SP to work with, and it's the amount you have divided by 2, and then plus like whatever the amount of turn count you need to work with for SP recovery rates. So it does manage, those chapters manage to emulate that system infrequently to a point where it's not as obnoxious, which I think is good. Alright, I need you to rip this thing. I need you to rip this thing into pieces. Can you do that for me? Please. Some units get hurt by it. Well, some units, like, there's one thing that it does kind of remove the need for, and that's the SP plus spirit. And there's also certain units in the game who basically only exist as SP bots. So you have them in the back line and they cast their SP to provide stat boosts on other units so they can circumvent having to spend their own SP to increase their stats. But in this game, it's not really necessary anymore because units can afford to spend their own SP. But support ones being things like Luck, Prayer, and Cheer, where they just increase, you know, gains. That's different. I'm talking like things like Rouse, Attune, things that directly affect other units. Trust. Honestly, I think the way this SP system works makes Trust really, really strong. Because Trust is just a never-ending fountain of HP recovery. There's no real limit to it unless you're being a massive dum-dum. Alright, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Rocket Knuckle. Fire hard, fire true. Wah. What do you need me to do? Damn, good shot. Nitori does have a role with being a low-cost faith bot. And honestly, that role isn't really removed from her because having regenerative SP on healing skills is just, that's a net positive. But it's more so like, it's less the healing skills because that's a war of attrition versus support skills that are just kind of like, again, things like Attune and whatnot, right? Attune, Prayer, like all this stuff over here. You'd never need to click. Well, Rouse is good, but it costs a lot. You never need to click Prayer. You never need to click Cheer. You never need to click Bless. But Attune is really good because some units just don't have Bullseye. Now, the amount of units that don't have Bullseye is pretty few and far between. But what it is more so about is though you don't have to spend a chunk of your SP on Bullseye for the unit in question because you might want to save that SP for something much bigger down the line. So some units have like Bullseye of 20. Some of them have a Sense, which is Bullseye and Alert. So even if you don't want the Alert, you got to spend a lot just for the Bullseye effect. So Attune is really, really good for that. What needs to happen right now? Let me see what needs to happen right now. You, go this way. I only have 2 of these. I'm gonna do it. Let's all watch Koishi's story. Koishi story! Bam, bam, bam. See, the thing about Trust in the early game is that Trust is 2,000, and for most units in the early game, Trust is over half of their max HP. So Trust may as well be a full heal, and while there's a limited amount of units who get it, you have Kane who can do it, you have Diose who can do it, who has a very low cost Trust, but she also, along with Nitori, has like natural healing by being adjacent to units, just touching them and using the heal skill. So early on you're healing, you can really put into healing, but the thing about that is that you're kind of always 2 to 3 hits from death in the early game. That said, some of my units' HP values are still not that high, but that's because there's no point in investing in HP in a unit who's not meant to ever take damage. AKA this creature, as you can see. where she automatically casts alert. So she always has 1 built-in dodge, and then she has 347 natural evasion plus 35. What's Shinky's evasion? 264. Yeah. What's Rainbow's evasion? 353. Rainbow has more fucking raw evasion than this thing. How is that even possible? This creature can literally disappear from your, like, your ability to grasp. Like, she can just fucking disappear. And you're telling me that Reimu is more evasive? I can see Reimu at all times. What are you fucking talking about? What kind of nonsense story is this? I'll fire the gun at him. You know what? Kill him. I'll see you dead. Attack? You can't reach anyone. Neither can you. But that will be different next turn. Heal! We need to make sure she's okay. I don't know what else you can use Koichi for. I admit I don't experiment a lot with units. For me, a lot of what I have units do is what I expect them to do at face value, and for Koichi, it's very obvious what they want you to do with her. I've said before many times that I appreciate that the unique skills like allow alternate ways to play characters, which is really cool. But most of the time, I usually just like the characters doing what I'd expect them to do based on the immediate, like, view of what their skill set is. Multi-talented. This might kill. There are some units who really can't do anything but one thing. And that I think that's kind of more tied to cost. Lower cost units kind of only have a certain role to fulfill. Even when there is a little bit of things they can do, ultimately they're not very good at anything but the main thing they want you to use them for. It's the thought that counts, I suppose. You know what? You don't have double action, do you? No, you don't. That's impressive. We need to get close enough so we can dialogue farm. Alright, Pinhead. Your turns now. If unit has less than 130 power, unit cannot act. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Do you take my power when we do battle? No. Alright. Minus 50 defense, minus 35 evade. That's a very strong Danmaku field you got there. Oh well. Moving in. Well, somebody's gotta suffer. It might as well be her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move you out of the way a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're actually perfect where you are. Move Rumia to block everybody. Rumia is the line of defense. Alright. Lily on the bottom. I don't actually have a bomb yet. Ship on the bottom. Mystia here. Alright. Show me. 20% chance to hit me. How about I throw needles at you? How about that? Rumia will protect me. We're coming through. We already beat the boss sheep, so a bunch of fodder sheep, it sure ain't stopping us. I know that. That's why you're fighting me. It's great that you're determined and all, but that just makes it even easier. We have a lot of things to say to you too, don't we, Yutso? The Yatagarasu girl, I'm gonna settle things with you too. You beat me before, but this time I'll finish you off. You can say that knowing how strong she is. You've got guts. But did you forget that we gathered even more talent since then? Oh, but I'm not the same as I was before. Say what you like, we're turning you into roast mutton. You're making fun of me again, but I'll show you. The third time's the charm. Stampede. That was lethal damage. Hold back a sec. We don't want any friendly fire. Whoa, God. Huh. That wasn't your full power, was it? Alright. Alright. Let's kill her. Now the annoying thing is that I actually haven't generated a lot of power. I mean, I can still bite her. %70. Kill her. What'd she say? I looked away. She said lamb chops. I'd like to enjoy some lamb chops, but now's not really the time. She smells like a sheep. Go ahead and block it. You're not a particularly scary unit. I knew you guys were strong, but still. I've had plenty of time to study your moves. Whee! Fool. Fool. Who's next? Shinky, activate Gospel of the You can't hit her. Why are my odds of hitting you so low? I don't have enough power to do that! Oh no. Man, you're a slippery little bastard, aren't you? Do I really gotta cast Bullseye every single time I wanna fucking hit you? Ah! What a pain in the ass. Shine Maiden extension. That hits. We'll do it. We'll do it! It's gonna get harder to hit the further down she goes, so I might as well see who can guaranteed hit her without needing it. We'll do it in 3 steps. The benefit, I guess, is that at least when it comes to evasive bosses, usually when you hit them, you can expect to do damage. But this one does have defense increase, so, and Wool Guard. So she's offsetting damage, but I'm still doing a lot through it, as you can see. That won't hit me. That was a coin flip. So why could you hit? It's because your accuracy is 328, yeah? Rainbow can hit you. Oh, Rainbow can hit you good. Komeiji Heartbreaker. 100%, 78%. Super Ego, 88%. Plus Terrible Souvenir, plus Rocket Knuckle. We can Bullseye with him because Bullseye lasts the turn, so it will apply to... It will apply to the support attack. Which I believe you also have a support attack. So... maybe I can borrow Shinky's Attune. Is that necessary? Let me see. 25 from her. You have support attack as well. Superhuman with Komeiji Heartbreaker. Superhuman probably kills. She's focused. She doesn't have Bullseye. Unless I go cheese mode. Let's see. 60. So I can Attune on her. Okay. And I will Sense with Koichi. And I guess I'll Bullseye with Show? Do I need to? Superhuman isn't gonna do 1100, but... well, I mean, I guess I don't really want to use Komeiji Heartbreaker on a follow-up, so I will Bullseye with you. And I will Superhuman. But I'm gonna change the support to be Release of the Id because it has Piercing, just in case. Alright. But a patience of a saint can run out. Do you remember in Double Focus, if you know what that game is? It's Aqua Styles cheese mode. It's Aqua Styles Metroidvania game. In that game, you find Tay, and she stole Byakuren's scroll, and then Byakuren's like, Buddha will forgive you, and then she gut punches her and knocks her out. She says, but I won't. So she kills Tay, yes. Double Focus is a cute game, but man, does it suffer from some really, really obnoxious issues. I don't think this is gonna kill. I wanted the piercing effect. It won't kill, it won't do that much. Oh, it almost did. Okay, alright. Lily, can you get in there and help? Especially since Marissa can't Master Spark at that range. Well... you're fine. Let me sing you a song. I can list off some issues with that game. One big issue with that game, and it might be, honest to God, the biggest issue with the game, is the fact that when you attack enemies, when enemies overlap, only one enemy takes damage at a time. It makes no sense. But there are some rooms where you're in a corridor that you cannot get any jump on, and there's multiple enemies in front of you, and if you attack them, you only hit them one at a time. And if they hit you, they fling you back into the loading zone, and it resets their health bar. There's more rooms like that in that game than there really should be. Alright, let's see. Is this a fucking Lily W moment? Hold on. Hold on. No, it's not. 0. 0, 0, 0. Hold on, the ship can probably attack, right? Cool. Alright. Let's give the ship. Yeah, why not? Bring the ship on. Another issue I have with that game is that there's a collection you can get by taking pictures of things. There are some NPCs in the game that join you. That join you as essentially like equipable items. And if you don't take their picture before they join you, you can't take their picture anymore at all. For ladies' Bakura's sake, I'll keep fighting! Alright, our health bar went down. Nice. Oh! So far, it doesn't seem any different from before. Have you said your farewells to your beloved Makura? Shut up! I still haven't used my real power! Your real power, though, wasn't it just to manipulate sleep? Sure, it's a little annoying, but the same trick won't work twice. Yeah, actually, counting sheep makes it even harder to fall asleep. Wait, what's this about counting sheep? In the outside world, they say it's supposed to help you fall asleep, but by our time, it was mostly just a superstition. Right, the humans over there stopped believing in sheep. But when we crossed over to here, my power went up too. You two really are from the outside world, huh? So both you and Makura are yokai who passed into fantasy from outside. In that case, I'd love to welcome you two, but unfortunately the circumstances won't allow for that. I knew you'd say that, but that's why in order to beat you, behold! Is that a spell card? Then you intend to use the language of Gensokyo. That's right, I did special training with everyone just for a time like this. Feast your eyes on my special move. The spell card is your special move, huh? Sounds fun. What are you gonna throw at us? Everyone who's left, help me defeat him! Assemble! Mount sheep. No dodge, no move. Unit cannot dodge attacks. Overrides alert. Unit cannot move. Well. Well. No dodge. No move. No dodge, no move, no problem. Okay. Maybe I'll just hurt you. Like, really badly. I don't care if you get hit, actually. Guaranteed to hit. Fury through guard? This is slightly annoying, but I do have the means of which to attack her from here. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. I can, ooh. I have to bullseye with you two anyway. I can get away with a lot of damage from that. Moko doesn't mind getting hit. In fact, she welcomes it because she's a freak. But she also guarantees to hit without any setup. And Kane's damage doesn't matter. I can Fury to get around her Wool Guard. I could Valor once, and I'd still have enough for a sacrifice later. Nah, it's unnecessary. Let me see. 106. $1.24. Okay. We'll take that. I don't have AQ, I don't have Scan. So we'll attack. And I'm okay with you taking damage. I'm okay with you taking damage. I wish I was a little closer to her, but I'm locked in. Not in like the mental sense. In fact, I would say I'm not really locked in today at all. But that's okay. I can pay enough attention to get this done. And then the rest of my day is going to be one of those days where existing is just a means to the next day. That's all. It's already dark outside. Meh. Come here, everyone. Now have to Rumba, Piatto, Musashi, Benki. Go, Show, Guy, and Professor. She bad. As long as I'm alive, it's all good. Alright. Next assault. 50-50 still, huh? You do have bullseye. You also have bullseye. Let's get her with a double Sakuya's World. Because we got built-in Pierce on all this, so we don't have Fury necessary. Bet! Bet! We'll be serving grilled mutton tonight. That's good. Do do do. Do do do. And now, I am not dead yet. Isn't she great? Isn't she great? If she wasn't the enemy, she must be defeated. And here's the good health. Squishy Sakuya. Give me a couple squishy voice lines for all the other characters. That'd be pretty good. Not in the budget. Not in the budget. Yeah. Don't worry, I know. If there's anything that overinflates a budget, it's voice acting. Oh, man. Sometimes it's nice to have. And other times, it's like the financial bloatware. Completely unnecessary. I think I want to kill her with Stinky. Yeah, we'll let Stinky get this kill. We'll give her a big hug. I need to attune myself. There we go. Alright. This should be fine, right? 6,800. It has built-in Pierce. Alright. Don't force yourself for everyone's sake. If you hear this prayer... I think it's a shame because I think that good voices and voice direction can do a lot for something, but I also understand that when you have to pay individuals for voice work, it makes the amount that you've spent on the game much higher, and it does get kind of bad. It gets kind of bad in terms of how much you have to spend for it. Think about how the Toavania games are like $30 fucking. They're great games. I really like those games. But $33 fucking? No, you shouldn't buy that unless you're an absolute dumbass. Alright? The voice works are all top notch. They're all very good. But you know for a fact that 55% of what you're paying for that game is because of the voices in it. Not because of the game itself. Meanwhile, Busy Person got a whole fucking catalog of actual, like, names. That's a good-ass budget. Lady Mark, for the sake, I'll keep fighting! Alright. Well, Souls games, I don't know about Demon Souls, but Souls games use theater actors. Not not like voice actors. Thank God. Voice acting in Souls games is very, very good. Like, the performances really match the whole world vibe because they hired people who actually act. Voice actors, let's give it up for modern voice acting. You get 5 guys. The same 5 fucking guys for every English voice in the goddamn world. And half of them are character actors, so they only have the one voice. Alright, we broke it. Gaia! Ortega! Mush! So she's coordinating with her minions. Looks like they've been tamed better than before. Did Miko give them all weird names? You actually went through the special training just to oppose us. You're pretty tenacious. And for the difference in power, just a little training wouldn't suffice. Yeah, I know my limits. But if it's to help Lady Makura, it'll be fine by me. What impressive loyalty, and she even knows her station. But why? Why are you so devoted to Makura? What do you mean, why? You must know that humans are suffering because of this incident, and yet you're so desperate to help her. That one's easy. It's because I believe in her ideals. And could you explain those ideals for us? Oh, I know. Makura must have fed her and she followed her home. Makes sense to me. No! I mean, Lady Makura was kind to me. Huh? Kind? Like I said, the humans outside never count sheep anymore. Lady Makura helped me when I had nowhere left to go. She cheered me on, supported me. So you want to repay her for her kindness? Yeah, that's right. I would have disappeared by now if it weren't for her. So you devoted yourself to your savior. I can understand that feeling, but she still made you an accomplice in this incident. Doesn't that make you more like a lost lamb? Taking advantage of someone in a moment of weakness is the oldest trick in the book. Don't talk about her like that. I mean, if that's what she wanted, she could have just chosen a better yokai than me. Lady Makura was against me fighting like this anyway. She's so kind that she picked up someone useless like me. I'm going all out for this one. A super move that'll put even crying children asleep. These countless sheep will put you into a sleep you'll never wake up from. Counting sheep. Countless sheep. You want to know a really good voice actor, chat? The guy who did James in the Silent Hill 2 remake. That motherfucker nailed it. Straight up. Say what you want about that remake. That motherfucker nailed the assignment, alright? Nailed it. We're running out of units to move. You don't have alert, so you're in danger. Well, that's alright. Lily does have alert, so she'll be fine. Heal! Okay. Like, the other VAs aren't too bad in the game, but I just think that the way the voice actor does James in that really captures the mood. The mood, the doom, and the gloom of the entirety of it. It's all inspiring. And, between you and me, I'm kind of sick of Troy Baker. You know, I'm maybe just a little bit kind of sick of him. All right, Abyss Nova. Let's hit her. Pierce, yeah, 100%. Countless sheep. Hit that gritty. Okay. Hold on, I should probably have Koichi attack first. Because Rocket Knuckle will hit. Yeah, Terrible Souvenir, Heartbreaker, and a dodge. I don't think any of these have kill animations yet. Well, I mean, we can see real quick. Let's see. Parsi! Oh, be a dear. Hey, sheep, get the hell out of our way. Damn, that did 6,000. Okay. Count these sheep. The last up is me. Ha ha, yeah. That's Lady Macbeth. And so I perish, alone and forgotten. Alright, drama queen. Alright, let's get her with a heartbreaker. Saber dance? No, we want rocket knuckle. Alright. Yeah. Oh, music overwrite. We got you now. Ba 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 boom. See, I can do without voice acting. And I fully admit that most Japanese voice acting is perfectly fine for me because I just don't understand the language. So it all sounds fine to me. Like, a lot of the stereotypical voices that you hear from anime, I'm just kind of, like, okay with because I am. But there have been times where I try to watch something in, like, dubbed, and I get legitimately 30 seconds in, and I no longer want to watch it dubbed. I immediately switch back. Like, it's I have thing Japan syndrome when it comes to voice acting. If I hear voice acting, it's usually just like I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. But if I hear Japanese voice acting, I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is better. Don't get in my way. Do it like we planned, Hiso Tensoku. Activate! Cha! I have severe thing Japan syndrome when it comes to voice acting. I attribute it to my ignorance of, like, cliches and enunciations. Power loss. Why did I lose power? If unit... After battling Miko, unit's power is reduced by 15. Oh, that's balls. Okay. $53, huh? Fury. Bullseye. Valor. We're gonna hit her. We're not in her bubble either. Alright. That sucks. Now Koichi can't act anymore. Just get out of our way. Voice acting is a tough job. Yeah. Yeah, it can be tough to find work. Because think about it. Voice actors have to compete with two things. They have to compete with the union of animated VAs that consists of like 8 people, and if you don't play by their rules, you don't get any jobs. Or you have to compete with actual Hollywood celebrities that get cast for voice roles for animated movies because they're famous Hollywood actors. So which way, Western man? Which way? How do you make a living? You voice pornography. But what if I'm a man? Well, have you ever heard of Troy Baker? They didn't fall asleep! Not half bad, but you chose the wrong opponents. This is why I always take extra naps when I can. Isn't that a strange boast to try to sneak in during the confusion? That must have exhausted your repertoire. Give up quietly and let us through. No way! I may be out of spells, but I'm still standing. If I can't stop you here, then I'll never be useful to her. No, don't push yourself. You should go back to her. What are you saying, Oku? We're gonna kill her! Don't tell me you sympathize with her. No, but I don't want to fight her after hearing that. I mean, doesn't it sound like she has a master too? Someone like Miss Satori? When I was all beat up, Miss Satori looked so hurt. So you shouldn't make your master worry. Oku. I can't believe Utsu of all people's telling me this. Why? Why are you worrying about me? I'm the one who hurt you. The way you said that, does this mean you're aware of your crimes? I'd assumed you were just blindly devoted, but it seems you do have a conscience. Then you aren't just a mindless sheep, Miko. And yet you're still going through with all this. That takes moxie too, I guess. Hey! If you think that makes me an idiot, that's fine. This is all I can do. All you can do. You all have it easy. You can support the people you care about. I'm different. I'm not strong. Whenever I try to do something, I screw it up. So if there's anything someone like me can do to be useful, I'll do it. Then that's your resolve. That's right. I don't care if you think I'm cruel. I don't need you to forgive me. As long as it's for Lady Makura. What's that light? The power of dreams. That's supposed to appear from Makura's power. How does Miko have it? Even if my spells didn't work, I still have another trick up my sleeve. I can use this to defeat you. What's this? Sheep are coming out? It's more like they were created out of thin air. Huh? Wait, was that you just now? That's right. This is the power to manifest dreams that Lady Makura shared with me. With this power, even I can do something. Miko's aura increased and the character of her spiritual power is changing. I thought she was going to say, and the character portrait changed. What's going on? She said this was Makura's power. I can feel another yokai inside her heart. Don't tell me she's keeping Makura's energy inside her body, giving her the same power. Isn't that just like Yatagarasu being inside Utsu? It's not quite the same, but the similarities are there. How do you like them apples? See, Utsu, I won't lose to you anymore. Now that I have power, I can finally be someone else. You don't want to be yourself? That's right, I can do what I couldn't do before. I don't have to be me anymore. My dream will melt into Lady Makura's. Infinite sheep. Manifesting dreams. Add manifest dream L1 to unit. If all black sheep, white sheep, and red sheep are defeated, new ones are spawned. In other words, don't bother. Manifest dreams. 130 power grants +1 actions and -20. Okay, so it's double action guard level 2. Where the skill is active, unit casts alert each turn. Okay. So she's a new unit, essentially. She's got Thunder Ram. She has alert cast on herself now. Zero. So alert overrides bullseye. So if I want to start hitting her, I need to break her alert. But I also need to be careful because her next is set as a map attack. So I do want to hit her. Reimu, Alice, Sanai, and Marissa have dialogue. Okay, Sanai can't act, but I can do the dialogue with the other ones. Why those 3? Or 4. Well, I mean, 2 protagonists, I guess. Sanai is stuck at the moment. I'm just trying to think who eats this. I guess Reimu does. 5% chance that Reimu fucking dies. Okay, 0% chance Reimu fucking dies. Makura's just a stone throws away, which makes you the opening act. Well, maybe you should think about retiring after you lose to this opening act, Shrine Maiden. I'm not gonna lose. I have to protect Gensokyo's barrier. Do you even realize how much resolve that takes? This power! You aren't scared of dreams? Wait, is your aura pushing me back? I am Reimu Hakurei, Shrine Maiden of the Hakurei Shrine, and I will exterminate you. Accept your fate, Sheep Yokai Miko. Fine, I've got time. Show me what you got. Big Kiku. Hmm. Her portrait looks really good. It's got very good emotion to it. Alright, that has been eaten up. Now, we'll do a light hit. Does she still have Wool Guard? No, actually, she doesn't. She lost her guard skill, but to make up for it, she now has guard level 2 built in, so I can goo on her. Yeah, I can goo. I'll just alert. Oh. Ah. Ooh, ah. Alright. I finally understand why you idolize Makoda Muratari so much. She was the one who supported you when you lost your way. That's right! I won't tell you how to feel, but there's a line that mustn't be crossed if you delve into this power too deeply. But I need to be useful! Lady Makoda took me in even though I suppose you're not in the condition to be reasoned with. Your feelings are driving you so hard. I can't predict such unstable power. Miko is... Miko. Ah! Hem them in. Piercing attack in 3, 2, 1. We gotta save Marissa for the final hit. But we are gonna hit her. I'll have Rumia kind of clear up a couple sheep. As long as I don't kill them all, she won't regen them. I'm not dead yet! I'll do anything it takes to beat you. Blame yourself if you get hit! Alright. Let's keep it nice and light. Just a stream laser. You know what, Marissa? I don't mind if you get hit. Why is Mima able to hit guaranteed? I don't know. Now that I have Lady Makoda's power, things won't go your way, Marissa. Do you actually think you're a match for us like that? Dreams are a portrait of what you desire. I'm not gonna lose to someone who claims someone else's dream is their own. Talk is cheap! If this is about the strength of our feelings, then I'm not losing to you either. I'm definitely making Lady Makoda's dream come true, and I'll do anything to do it. If you insist, let's see who comes out on top, Miko. Come on, don't fight like that. Fire the beams. I'm fine. So, the most interesting part, I think of this, so the theme here right now that has already kind of been, oh my god, things are not looking good for me. The theme here that they've kind of drilled in a couple times is that using another yokai's power is dangerous because it can basically overwrite you. And what's cool about this is that when Miko pops out Makoda's power, all of Miko's exclusive skills cease to be. So she no longer has Wool Guard. She loses her regens. She does still have her skills, mind you, but she gains a new skill. She has new moves, and her Danmaku no longer has the whole effect with power draining and power reduction and power gating. So everything about Miko right now is kind of converted, which is a really nice, not really a subtle touch per se, but I like that they kind of did with that. So here's what needs to be done right now. These things are going to drop Danmaku fields, so I'm going to use my extra turns here to take out the ones that are going to spawn Danmaku to make it more miserable. Die. $12 million. Okay, alright. So that one's got Danmaku. The white one's got Danmaku too, but he's weaker. So I think it's probably better. Oh, I actually can't hit this one very effectively. Can Rumia reach him? Rumia, can you eat him? Yes, you can, Rumia. Yes, you can. I'm so hungry. Wait, I know how to fix this. There's my little cleanup hitter. Sheep bats number 4, that's right. Bat number 4, here comes Rumia on the plate. If I knew how to read batting averages, I would give you a good one. Kill this guy. You're an interesting doll, aren't you? Go, do it. Hey, there's a bad guy over there. Nice shot. Okay, excellent. So, she does get double action, and the sheeps also get to act, but we should be okay. Okay. This is what I thought would happen. So, I want full magic. I basically want full magic to dump on her. If I can beat you, I'll become someone who can! Just die already! Oh, here comes the storm. As a former owner, I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson. The scary green ladies are backpacks. For the not as scary, but still kind of scary blonde ladies. Huh. Still breathing. Okay. Let's get out of the way. I don't want to kill her, but her HP, she lost her regen, so I'll take her out next turn. I'll worry about the sheep. The sheep should attack and I can counter hit them. I don't think she'll replenish them because her turn's over, so yeah. Oh my god, you piece of shit. No, I'm not taking a faith from Mutsu. I'll take a trust from Kane. And a trust from Lily. Okay. Alright, I'll take it. I gotta hold out so I have enough for courage. Excellent dodge, Marissa. Excellent dodge. Do you really think I just let you go? And Mima needs one shot. It's just that red sheep left, I think. Good, good, good. 8% chance to just fucking kill me. Just straight up kill me. I forgot there was a black sheep that spawned in the middle of everybody. Lightning bolt. Oh my god, that hit me. Don't worry, you got this, definitely. It did hit me. Taking a hit to get my cross counter in, that's my style. Oh, Moko. Shut up. I took that hit on purpose. Yeah, and you defended yourself with a child. She's got more resilience than you. Alright. Big red guy. What you want, big red guy? Big red guy is not acting. Okay. Honestly, I might as well give this to Sanai because, like, we want dialogue with her anyway. Fuck it. Like, that's definitely gonna kill. I don't need Raisin to hit. Alright, we're gonna Babagoo her. Babagoo! I kinda get why you're so intent on doing this, Miko. Sanai! You're just anxious, right? Throwing yourself into this fight is a good distraction from it. But if you isolate yourself from others, you won't be able to sustain your efforts for long. I'm not isolated, I have Lady Makura! That doesn't make you any less lonely. Don't you realize that you're only driving yourself into a corner? We won't lose to your dream. Our victory here will prove that. The light of dreams is beautiful, but it hurts to see it used like that. The secret technique that melds the physical and the divine. Stars, stripes, polka dots. Polka dots? Yeah, she's got polka dots. Slap, slap, slap. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! This is our secret right. If that still didn't work, then I need even more! Level 80. Is that all the sheep? With those numbers, that took a pretty long time. If her goal is to slow us down, does that mean she's winning? But this is a borrowed Danmaku, maybe using Makura's power. After making all those yokai, she can't possibly keep going. Look at that, there's even like sweat on her now. I don't remember her portrait being this updated in the last game. But I don't know if this is a change. That's a very small thing there. Looks like her body can't keep up with her power inside her. It's a nice trick, but it sounds like you can't keep it up for long. At least fight us with your own Danmaku instead of relying on someone else's. Shut up! If this wasn't enough, I just need more power. She powered up again. It's feeling. It looks like she's accepted Makura's power deeper into her heart. That's dangerous. Is she so desperate that she's lost sight of herself? Properly housing another being's power takes time, even for a yokai with the right nature like Oku. If she rushes it, I wouldn't be surprised if it erodes her mind. So she's sacrificing herself to use that power? No way, what do you think you're doing throwing yourself away like that? Were you just supposed to stall us? Why would you fight like this? Because when I defeat you, I'll finally be useful! She's not listening. It'll be hard to talk her down. Not everyone's allowed to want a bunch of different things like you people do. That's why I... Do Gensokyo dream of yokai sheep? Whoa! Orange! Breaking power limit ++. Add manifest dream 2. Impassable. God damn it. At 130 power, grants +1 actions and -20% damage taken. When this skill is active, unit casts Bullseye and Alert each turn. No, use your map attack. If I use Lady Makura's power! Well, that hoit. Alright, hold on. Hold on, I have to consume that sheep and I'll gain another action for it. Because I just want to get rid of it, because it's a pain in my ass. Eat it. Actually, when counting the enemies for maps, you gotta remember actually those spell cards that regen enemies like that, you'd have to count those as well and multiply the number of spawns by the amount of turns the spell card has, because that would be your total amount of enemies, right? Alright. Act +1. Alright, she doesn't spawn them anymore. Okay. Break power limit. At the beginning of each turn, units current and max power increased by 50 to a maximum of 300. What? 300%. Okay, but I'm just gonna like fucking eviscerate her with Marissa, right? We're gonna wait. Beeeeeeh needs to move. Cheese to meet you. We're going 8 mode. Did her HP value just change? Or did I just, like... Fiore! What's our current state of affairs here? 0%. Right! Because she auto-casts alert on herself. That'll use that up, but she can't hit me from over here, so... Yeah. Use that up, please. I better make you give up a little sooner. Put your hands together. Look at the ship being a useful-ass unit over here. Eating up alerts so actual real units can get in there and beat the shit out of her. Just fucking kill her. 88 to 60, huh? Okay. Courage is fury and valor and bullseye and all the good stuff. Bullseye. I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh my god, we're gonna put a hole in her head. Come here. Catch this mega dent. She'll hit me, but cheese mode can't be stopped. Please light our path. Here and now I will unleash it all. The authority of justice, the pagoda's power. I will repay the debt of gratitude I owe to Sho. This is the power I've cultivated. It's time. Her and Sho get similar backgrounds on their ultimate moves, huh? $12,000. Why? That is one of the best moves in the game. That move looks so fucking cool. I'm falling behind, huh? You're doing just fine. Whew. Unjuiced. Who's getting that kill? Who's taking that health bar from her? Quasi is. Quasi is. Can we rouse you? Kane, I'm borrowing from you. Okay, Quasi's taking that last health bar. Let's see. Love. Shinky love. Spirit. Alice love. Alright. Full power. You think that kills? You think that kills? You think a double Koishi? What if we double Triumph? Let's do it. Alright. Kill her. Komeiji Heartbreaker, Komeiji Heartbreaker, Rocket Knuckle. That's right. KHB. Komeiji Hisotensoku Breaker. And now we sit back, we relax, we watch them do this silly ass attack twice. Mama, my sister, we can do anything. You know, this really doesn't make any sense. But I'm glad that they didn't care about that when they allow you to do this. Because they can't possibly be having this attack going on twice. Because that would mean there's 2 Quasis and 2 Sidoris. Oh, it doesn't work. It's funny with the 9-ball special because the 9-ball special calls in the 9-ball special, which calls in the 9-ball special. 10 goons. I do think they don't give the player a lot of time to explore Satori's gimmick. They don't give the player a lot of time to explore it. Because pretty much immediately when you actually get to use her and see the gimmick, the next time you get her is when you kept Koishi. And Koishi is arguably, I'd say she's arguably the most, like, pair this character up with this character or don't, like, bother using her. Now, obviously, she's still good, but she has a lot of benefits from being paired up with her sister. To the degree that it's like, why the hell would you not pair her up with her? Explode! Hanabi! If this still doesn't work, then I need even more! I'm calling Marissa. Marissa will one-shot you. She's using some major magic there. It's amazing, but it's not Miko. Yeah, and she looks like she's struggling so much. Her strong feelings towards her master must be allowing her to keep her form. But if she goes any further... If it's not enough, then... Impossible. Her power increased even further. The spiritual power. Is she trying to match a great yokai? Stop this. Do you realize what you're doing? What do you mean? Oh god, she's like actually tearing up. You must be able to feel something that's happening inside you, Miko. The more you accept Makoto, the more your own self gets whittled away. If you keep this up, you won't be you anymore. I won't be me. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You are? I mean, why would I want to be me? I'm useless. Then I might as well just be someone else, anyone else. Do you even hear yourself? But then what is your Danmaku even for? What can you say with someone else's Danmaku? Who cares? As long as I can defeat you, nothing else matters. I'm only allowed to have one wish. I want nothing other than Lady Makoto's dream. That's right, Lady Makoto's dream is my dream. Sacrificial lamb. Break power limit plus. Unit cannot move. Manifest dreams level 6. 2+ actions, 20%. Unit cast Fury, Bullseye, and Alert each turn. So her Alert has been recast. So has her Bullseye. And she also has Fury, which Fury goes through a lot of things. Alright, Lily. It's alright. Lily's not gonna die. Moko, however, is gonna die. Oh, you know what? Moko can actually use the alert and then die. That's perfect. Alright. Don't abuse that power. You're through! Papers! I'll use Lady Makura's power! Oh god. Oh, it's the Chuny hand. Holy prisms! Now! Die! Oh. This attack's just too much. Ow. Defense minus 80, evasion minus 80, movement minus 2. Alright, now to play the game we call Marissa Kills Her in One Hit. Is that the game we're playing? Yeah. You like that game? I like that game. Oi, 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 here comes Marisa, Marisa. The night is bright, the night's a sight, the moon is right, burst of light. Alright. You know what's funny? If I had enable at reaction, ooh, you could do that again on the partner. Courage. Soul. Fury. Sense. Love. Love. Scanner. I don't have scan. Scan is not here. Aku's not here. No rat, no star, no Aku. Not that it matters because, you know, Mima's there in the back. Oh, what are you doing to me? Okay. Alright. Let's just move that out of my way. That's better. Blazing Star! Oh, you didn't do the... There you go. 7.4. There's nothing you can do to stop this. I will defeat you. It's over! Try and keep up with my magic. I'll send you to oblivion! Isn't that a... Doesn't Vegeta say that? I think Vegeta says that. Mini Hakuto, it's star magic time. Full throttle. Courage has Fury built in. Akashic Record unlock. Watch closely, for a glance is all you'll get. Negative laser. Buried souls, unreaching feelings, the walls between dimensions and despair. Alright, Mima did 15,000. Blink and you'll miss it. Fly through them. blazing star! Dead. That's the shooting star I saw. How much did that do? Okay. This isn't fair! Yeah, you're right. It wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't fair at all. No way! The aura she had is gone now. Looks like she used up all of Makrita's power. You're lucky. Any more than that would have merely put additional strain on your body. Would have? You mean wouldn't have? But why? Why can't I do anything? Even though I've only got the one dream. Even when I'm not me anymore. Miko, you did your best, dear. Please, you need to rest. We broke through both your power and Makrita's. This is where you should retreat. Retreat? After all that? You think I could just give up after everything I've done? You still want to fight? But you've exhausted all your options. Oh! Phew. Sacrifice. What? What? You're still alive? Oh, desperation. Okay. She's still alive. Can desperation kill anyone? I don't think desperation can kill anybody. It can't kill Lily because Lily already used sense. So Lily will dodge it. Alright. She still has bullseye. Alright, she's sacrifice active right now. So the next hit she does on anybody. I bet you can kill Parsi. You can kill Parsi! Yes! How do you expect me to fight you like that? Oh! Oh! Hit! Hit! You didn't get away from that one. And so I perish, alone and forgotten. Blooming declaration. Alright, let's beat her up. Flower Master of the Four Seasons. Still going, are you? Let's split him in half! Dies. So everybody's got dialogue, it seems. I think I'll probably see that. I think I'll end my turn and see what happens. And just kind of see what that dialogue is. Because they did have it, they had it a couple times there, but kind of just didn't do much with it. People and flowers are the same in that way. It's mirrored. Damn, 16,000. Gotta keep moving. Ow. Alright. She is still going. So I'm gonna end the turn. A 1% desperation attack. We'll just get out of the way. Can't give up yet. Alright. Let's see it now. Starting from here. Come on, you really shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't want to trade blows with you anymore. Damn. Miko, the fight's already over. The fuck was that? Pull it up, glow stick. Miko, please, let's put the situation to rest. I'll have to capture you with a doll. This has become a waste of my swords. So a lot of this like in-battle banter hasn't really been present for a while, but now it's the only thing really here dialogue-wise. You're still not giving up, are you? Oh boy, this is gonna be tough to do. This just feels bad, man. Do you really still mean to fight? We just have to immobilize her. Why are you so desperate? Miko, please, you don't have to fight anymore. Stop fighting. Why are you fighting so desperately? I'd rather not rehash old fights, but alright. Got enough mana for this. Give it up, Miko. The fight's already over. Are we still fighting? A low time on that attack. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just stop fighting already. Knock him dead, Hisso Tensoku. Oh, okay, alright. Alrighty. Miko, I'm begging you, stop it! I don't want to have to watch any more of this, she says with a smile on her face. This isn't really making me want to sing. Feel like I'm taking old Sheepy out backside of the barn. What? Yeah, I'm really not feeling this anymore. Please stop. Nobody will benefit from this. Alright, who kills her? Ogu. Ogu, you gotta put her down. You gotta put her down, sweetheart. I don't make the rules. Alright. I cast love. double love. Abisnoba. You need to be stopped. Wow. Well, now I feel bad. Wow, 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 wow. Roasted mutton. Showboating. We don't want to, I don't want to do this. Showboats anyway. 1956. Phew. Now it's over, right? Don't tell me he's just going to keep coming after us even when the battle's over. If we'd taken that head on, it might have been dangerous even for us. But surely now Miko should be done. Whoa, you're still standing? What the heck? You should have gone past your limits a long time ago. That's the power of conviction. I'll acknowledge her strength of will, but is there any way we can stop her? Oku. If she keeps fighting, she's definitely gonna get hurt. You just throw her into the sun. Plus, seeing her do all that is just... You can't bear to look, can you, Oku? Would her master really want this? Like her being okay with not being herself? Or her throwing away her own Danmaku? Danmaku represents the self. Right now, she's so desperate that she's lost sight of that. Instead, she's throwing herself away. So she won't stop as long as she has those strong feelings. Jeez, and she's even got Oku worrying about her now. Is this only gonna end with our bodies broken? Is there any way out of this? With all her blood rushing to her head like that, she's not gonna listen to reason. Okay, I'll handle this. Reimu? If normal words won't work, then let's do this our way. That'll finish this fight nice and neat. That's the Danmaku that represents Reimu. You're saying you're going to settle this in the language of Gensokyo. Do it, Reimu. Do it. As the Hakurei Shrine Maiden, this is your duty. Oh no, you're not gonna beat me to the punch. Marissa? I'm the one who met her first. I'm not gonna pass up this shot. I never liked letting you do all the work anyway. But Reimu's technique is special. No other human could possibly keep up. You're saying I can't do it. Where's your sense of adventure? That'd make Gensokyo's language pretty lopsided. I've studied her Danmaku more than anyone. If anyone can do this, I can. Sheesh, you never change. Fine, then try to keep up. Right back at ya. Miko, you fought well, and I'll grant you that you made a good stand. But Danmaku that ain't fun just ain't Danmaku. Wait, fun? Right, Danmaku isn't something that breaks you. It's something you create. We're going to show you that now and put an end to that stubbornness. I'm gonna do my thing, Reimu. I'm not holding back either, Marissa. What are you doing? It's like you're playing around. We're dead serious. If you're betting everything on battle, then so are we. All of our fantasy. What we're about to show you is the universe. The language of Gensokyo. Spell cards! This Danmaku will finish it with our spell cards. I'm just gonna do my own thing, Marissa. Right back at you, Reimu. I like that twirl she did. Alright, let's do this. You're mine. I'm not letting you have all the fun, Reimu. There. My turn. Keep up the pressure. Now. Sky Conquering Wind God Kick! And another one! Omnidirectional Demon Binding Circle! Perfect, Reimu. Orderly's Sun! Which is not a move. Orderly's Universe! Let's rock, Reimu. Yeah, here we go. This is my ultimate technique. Mini Hakuto full throttle. Fantasy Nature, Blazing Star. Spirit Sign, Love Sign. Muso, Master, Spark! Buoy! This is our attack. With all the fantasy on the line. Oh! Ah! So so the flash kick that she does is dimensional kick, but it's also her super move from the fighting games. Orari's Sun is not a skill. It's a special skill, not an attack. Orari's Universe, that I don't know what the fuck. That was basically a non-directional laser. But yeah, they use their signature moves. So it's neat because Master Spark and Fantasy Seal are Reimu and Marissa's signature moves that we know them for. But Fantasy Nature and Blazing Star are that's Reimu and like that is also their like patented techniques, right? So we know Master Spark and Fantasy Seal, but Fantasy Nature and Blazing Star are kind of like the step up from that. So they use their moves there, but then they still wrap it up with their El Clasicos. That was Reimu's spells and Marissa's spells line up perfectly into one Danmaku. The ultimate 3 colors. I call it True Trichromatic Lotus Butterfly. Wait, back up. Why do you get to name it? Because you picked it last time. Anyway. This fight is finished. Surely she can't stand now. Danmaku you could call the essence of the spell card system, performed by 2 incident resolution specialists. There could be no greater form of communication from us. And I doubt she has the words to surpass theirs. Oh. What? 33 kills. Points gained. Wait, really? I almost made 1,000,000 points on that. It's finally over. I never imagined Miko of all people would be putting up such a fight. Would have been over faster if she hadn't borrowed Makura's power. And the way she used it so recklessly too. But now it's over. She won't be doing anything untoward now, surely. There. Be good now, okay? If she were still standing after that, then even I'd have to throw in the towel. Oh, Reimu Marissa! You can stop cowering now. It's not like we're gonna eat you. The winner's been decided, so just sit tight right there. There's a lot I want to say to you right now, but I think you've been through enough already. Once this is all over, we're having a nice long chat about everything you've done. There's something you should hear now, though. Right, the way you fought back there, eating away at your own self. Don't ever do something so foolish again. How was that foolish? Look, we get how stubborn you are. We really get it. But if you kept that up, your body wouldn't be able to handle it. And on top of that, you threw away your own Danmaku. Yeah, that's like throwing away part of yourself. It is? To us, Danmaku is more than a battle. It might be a way to kill time, to investigate an incident, or a quarrel between sisters. But there's always something you want to tell someone, or a self you want to express. That's why Danmaku is a piece of yourself, a barrier that forms us. You probably never thought about this before, Miko. But it's painful to watch you demean yourself. Why do you worry about stuff like that? If I didn't throw away everything, I couldn't do anything. You people would never understand. I do understand. Oh, goo. I know how much it hurts when you can't do what everyone else can do. And you feel the feeling of still wanting to be useful to the one you love. Why would you say that, Utsu? You may not know this, but Oku used to think just like you. She wanted to help Miss Satori and Miss Koishi, but she couldn't do anything right. That's why she wanted power, because it frustrated her. Wait, don't tell me that's why you used Yaragarasu. She certainly made mistakes, but she overcame all that to become who she is today. That's why she couldn't stay quiet when she saw you going through the same thing. It's ironic that even though you hate Yaragarasu so much, you did the exact same thing Utsuo did. So what's interesting about the lore in this game is it seems to indicate that the cannon and foot on Utsuo's arm and leg are actually, like, not detachable. It's a line that she said before, because they asked how she, like, managed to harness the power of the gods so quickly, and she responded that she gave up her arm and leg. She gave up parts of her body to assimilate faster. So I think in this, the idea of Fantasy Maiden Wars is that Utsu actually did give up her arm and her leg. And it's not just something she can equip. So it kind of has more... Well, I don't really think it has more anything, but I thought that was neat to mention. Because we know... We kind of know, like, it's never really explicitly stated whether that's the case, but we've seen, like, cameo panels where she isn't wearing her gear. So it's usually safe to assume that it's not, like, you know, her body isn't, like, transformed like that. But this game seems to imply that those are permanent transformations. But looking at it another way, that means you can kind of relate to Utsu now, right? That's not true. Utsu's different. She got to keep her amazing power. Isn't that why she's so confident now? See, that's a good point. That was something I wanted to bring up there, but I didn't want to ruin the mood. But they are addressing it in the game. And in this situation here with Utsu consoling Miko, and kind of like how they're kind of the same, they're cut from the same cloth here. But Miko's like, yeah, but like she powered up and she's crazy powerful and she's still allowed to be powerful. But like, and so that's why she can confidently say this. But what about me? Now I'm just back to nothing again. See, right there. But me, I'm just back to where I started. I didn't need a lot of dreams as long as I could fulfill Lady Makota's dream. Nothing else mattered. But even though I threw everything away in the end, I still couldn't do anything. If only I wasn't me. Never ever say that. Even if there are things you hate, even if there are things you can't do, you can't deny yourself like that. Yeah, I'm more confident than I used to be, but it's not because of the power. It's because I learned that everyone cares about me. Because they care. Utsu is right. Isn't Makoto someone like that for you? She hasn't made the best impression on us, but you said she was nice to you, didn't you? Well, so I think you should value yourself more. If you got yourself hurt, I bet you'd be sad. And I doubt she ordered you to come out here and die in a blaze of glory. But I want to be useful to her. If anything, you're incredibly bold to go to such lengths just for that one wish. If you look at it another way, that's a virtue that sets you apart. The virtues you possess aren't so easily thrown away. Does that mean I was wrong? Who knows? It's not like we're here to lecture you. But the people who had the strongest Danmaku I know got that way without throwing away a single thing. You mean... Well, plenty of people here started with nothing too. But if you hang in there, you'll end up with something to hold on to. But all this stuff about having only a single desire and throwing everything else away, that's boring. You made it against Sokyo, so why not dream your own dream? My own dream. Anyway, I think we've covered the immediate stuff. But once we resolve this incident, you're getting the chewing out of a lifetime. I hope you're ready. She's bawling. What? Wait, you're crying? What's going on? Did I say something wrong? Oh, you made her cry. Meanie. It's not every day I get to see you flustered, Reimu. This isn't about me. No, wait, is it? Is this my fault? Don't worry, it's not because anyone's come down on her too hard. It's just that this is all too much for her to take in and there's no other outlet for her emotions. Somewhere along the way, Miko must have unconsciously cured herself with the idea that she was powerless. Cursed herself, not cured. If she's free of that and can pursue her own dreams now, that's what counts. Miko's dreams, huh? Yeah, when we figure out what they are, you have to come and tell us. And you can get your revenge match while you're at it. Somehow I doubt she's gonna come back for vengeance. Yeah, her flame's been quenched in more ways than one. Let's sort the rest of this out after we beat Makoto. Miko probably won't try to stop us anymore even if we leave her alone. Then let's leave her here and continue onward. Should we set our course straight for the rocky area? Yes, thanks to Miko's delays, I'm sure she's already finished gathering all this world's dreams. So not only does she have her dream manipulation power, but she can use all of Gensokyo's dreams. And even if it was borrowed, we all saw just now what her power can do. The real thing must be unfathomable. We've done all we could. All that's left is to start the show. Yeah, I'm ready too. If we're talking mentally, I'm ready for anything. Come what may. Hee, this is gonna be fun. This next battle will settle everything. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years since I met Makoto in my dreams. Never thought I'd turn into something like this. On that note, even gathering the eclectic group was itself a strange twist of fate. A sight the likes of which you've never seen, not even in a dream, Maybe you could even call it a miracle. But one thing's for certain, our bonds are giving us strength. And with all that, we'll defeat Makura. We've been through a lot with her, but this all ends today. Her aim is to change people's values by manipulating their dreams, all to realize her ideal of rejecting change. She'll be hearing what we have to say to that soon enough. We won't let her meddle with Gensokyo's future. And after we win, I want to drink the best sake we've got. Yeah, the real reason we do the instant investigation thing. All of Gensokyo has interwoven and come together as one. Let's make it bloom spectacularly on the final stage. Sounds like we're all ready. Back to the ship, everyone. Wait right there, Makura. You're getting a taste of Gensokyo's Danmaku. Let's go. It's time for a fight for our fantasy. This will be our final battle. Cost infinite. Bring anybody you want. Anybody. You can have them all. Bring them all. Where'd she go? There you are. Alright, well, I can bring the Lunarians here because they are really strong units. They're probably strong separated than they are together. There's Marasa. Oh, okay. Tom and Jerry. What? No name? It's crazy. Alright, Mima, you're with Marissa. Reimu, you're gonna be with Yukari. That's power, baby. Bring Yuko. We're bringing the whole Blue Man group. Yomu, Yomu, Yomu. No. Let me see. The Judge of Paradise. Afterlife Witness. I just need to figure out who to pair them up with. Let me see. I'm thinking. Nazarin's great with Rat Bite. Might be okay with Yuyuko. You have Excel. You have a high cost Excel. Gorilla Lecture. Umbrella Fan. So I can see everybody. This is important. This is important. Don't get it wrong. Oh, right, I can bring Yugi for Parsi. She's a little weak, but she's still Yugi. I could just put the Watatskis together. That would save time. But like I said, they're both individually very strong units. I didn't put anything on them though. We'll just do the usual. I'm not going too crazy with this. I'll just make sure everybody who's coming has P defeat. And preferably break power limit, you know. Everybody up top should have it. There's no new stragglers on that regard. Enhanced assist. I think I am gonna put you with you. Bring Komachi, give it to Aiki. You don't get any bonuses from that, do you? You probably do. You probably get like a friendship bonus. And you do have trust, right? You have trust, so it's not like it's a terrible thing. You gaining power doesn't matter. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. Yomu can do damage. I would appreciate... I think she probably gets her last spirit next level. Honestly, her... Okay. Those two could probably do a lot of damage, so that's good. I'm gonna bring Kaguya because she has some dumb skills. Princess Peach. Yeah. Cast Pistol on all allies. Store 70 AP to all allies. Store 3,000. One time 3,000. She has enable. So I'm gonna give her Sanai's Magatama, I think. Because I think in this case, Sanai's spirit is 90. And I don't need all the extra SP for her. So she'll have enough. Yeah, she'll be able to cast Miracle turn 2. And all I really need after casting Miracle is 1 Fury. So we'll be good. So this way, Kaguya has 128. And she now has 127 max. The problem is, I can't give her an item. Unless I put Yukari in delivery service mode. She has reduced the SP cost. I could make her in delivery mode, but that's assuming I want to take additional actions with Kaguya, right? This is only a matter if I want to use Enable. I might not want to use it. So it's just nice to have kind of like... depending on how many turns it takes, she might be able to do 1 or 2, maybe. And then the last one with our old Judge of Paradise here. Power-wise, Aku is the right answer, but I don't want power-wise. I want dialogue-wise, right? Because I'm pretty sure dialogue with dialogue in this next chapter is group-based. I think it's group-based. So I'm just thinking the only group not represented here would be the 3 fairies, but I think they're represented by Lily. But that's kind of a maybe. Underground's represented. The mountain's represented with Sanai. Kind of? The prison rivers aren't represented. But... Just bring Sunny because she's Sunny. Yeah, why not? Why not? Just bring Sunny. There you go. Aiki and Sunny. Alright, we got our ensemble. Upgrade units. Level 8 power, please. We'll cap out at 8. You deserve a little bit of power. Alright, Yuka. Yeah, it's good. It's good. As long as it's at 8, doesn't matter for those two. You are fine. Do a little bit there for you, though. 8 is good. Just make your support attack a little stronger. Up your HP as well. Let's give you real boss HP. 8 key up to 8. Sunny Milk. Power up, Sunny. Power up. Yorihime, Yomu. Nue. Rasa. Okay. Kaguya, I don't imagine I'll be doing much with her. We'll do that. Okay, so pretty much everybody that wants to be 8 is now at 8. Why not? I said everybody that is gonna attack. Not necessary for you. Okay. It looks like it. Now, there is a bunch of items. There is a bunch of items to give here, and if I'm being honest with you, I don't really care to go through all this and give items. So, we're just gonna kinda skim this a bit. Now, here's Yomu, no items. Here, Yomu, have a fucking potato. Have a potato and a cattail. Is that good? No, not even remotely good, but I don't care. I don't really care. It's not, I gotta give Sanai another item that's preferably good. I can take that cattail from Wriggle. That should be good. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. I got some good stuff on Aki, but she's not coming along. Well, I don't care. Alright. 83. Spell cards, scenario, suspend conversations, Gloria. Okay. The Chronicle. Who's this B? Who's this M? Who's this other? Who are these others? Yokai Rabbit D! Oh shit. They got names, bro. Humans A, B, and C. Alright. Alright. Chat, we did it. We did it. There's now one chapter left. The final battle against not Doremi. Yeah, so that'll be next week. Now, that is the last chapter of the story, but it's not the final chapter, as, you know, you all probably know, because people don't shut the fuck up about it every single time. But either way, there will be more after the final chapter. But next is the final chapter of the story. And we're gonna do it. When? I don't know. Eventually. Next week. It'll be next week. This game is almost over. Are you fatigued yet? It's setting in slightly. But I'm so close to the end that, you know, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. Don't you worry.